Welcome everybody. My name is C-Mac, aka Next Level Bitcoin Guys, and what I want to share with you guys today is FinToch, the new paradigm of blockchain finance in 2022. I was tasked to do this presentation. I'm accompanied by our upline and awesome presenter, Miss Jenny Chin. She's a wealth of knowledge when it comes to FinToch, and she's doing quite well, I might add. And again, we all are. Again, this is just amazing. So without further ado, I know we still got some folks coming in. It is being recorded, guys, but Mr. Quinn Farr is actually just a great friend and awesome friend as well. A lot of you folks have come in from him. Again, I just have to give him kudos as well for seeing this opportunity, because that's what when we see something, we have to be in position to seize it. You know, there's a lot of times these things come and go, but when you have something that stands on principle and on sound truth, you have to be in position to seize it. So that, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started here. Quick disclaimer, this information is webinars for educational purposes only. This is not an investment or financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, nor is Jenny. We're just someone giving you our honest opinion of this program. The crypto income industry is risky, and you should only invest in the amount you can afford to lose. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Guys, when you see a bank, what do you think about? You know, I grew up, I was told I need to put my money in a bank. That's where they handle the deposits, the withdrawals, lending, borrowing, and above all, they could keep my money safe, right? FDIC insured for $250,000. Now the bank, on the other hand, is already thinking, as a matter of fact, it's a system, it's already set in stone. They're going to lend your money and plan to invest it by the time you even leave. You can't even get out the bank fast enough. Now, when you think about the bank, what else goes on in between those walls? We really don't even think about that. As long as our money is safe, that's pretty much it. That we're able to withdraw it at any time. Now, what we don't think about are the direct and indirect costs, the salaries and benefits that the bank have to pay, the rent and utilities, the technology and equipment, marketing and advertisements, guys, insurance and legal fees, taxes and licenses. Banks are subject to various tax and fees, including property tax, payroll tax, licensing fees, security and compliance. There's so much that's going on in between those walls other than, securing our funds. The banks, when they loan money, they're loaning it roughly around 2 to 3%. That's how much they're receiving. I think it averages around about 1.9% off of every $100. So, but when it comes to you earning and making money at a bank, that's never even discussed, because it's generally, you're not really earning anything at a bank. So that being said, and I bring that up because it's very important you understand what we're about to embark on right now. What is going on with the banks? We're currently seeing the largest decline in U.S. commercial banks deposits since 1934, guys. Look at where we are. This is 2023. We have, if you look from where we were in 1934, as a matter of fact, let me put my Sharpie here so you can see. During this area here in 1934, you're right. That's around Depression, post-Depression time, guys. And then look at where we're headed to right now. We have passed this mark in U.S. commercial bank deposits. Okay, why? What is a commercial bank? The commercial bank in the U.S. are regulated by the Federal Reserve and are required to hold a certain amount of reserves against deposits to ensure they are able to meet the demands of the customer for cash withdrawals and other transactions. U.S. commercial bank deposits are an important source of funding for banks, and they are used to make loans and investments that support economic activity. Banks earn interest on the deposits they hold, and they use these funds to make loans to businesses and individuals, buy securities, and engage in other activities that generate income for the banks, not for you. Very important to understand. Now, before we go any further, we need to talk about what is DeFi. Okay, so when we talk about FinToch, we're talking about DeFi. Okay, true DeFi as it stands. DeFi stands for decentralized finance, which refers to a new financial system built on top of the blockchain technology that aims to make traditional financial services more accessible and transparent to everyone. Remember, in those walls in the bank, we don't know all the nuances and everything that's being paid. We know that, when we think of the banks, we think of our money going in and getting our money out. We don't think about our money going in and actually making more money every day. We don't think about it because it doesn't happen. We think about if we need to get a loan. A lot of times people need to think about going to a bank getting a loan. They use another financial service because the banks, they pride themselves on the day-to-day person not being able to get that loan. They usually deal with more businesses and so forth. You have to have there's certain criteria that needs to take place. So that being said, in a DeFi system, financial services such as lending, borrowing, trading, and insurance are provided through decentralized application called dApps that run on a blockchain network, which is maintained and validated by a distributed network of nodes and validators. These dApps are typically built on top of smart contracts, which are self-executing computer programs that automatically enforce the terms and conditions of a financial agreement between two or more parties. Now, why is C-Mac explaining this stuff? Why am I telling you this? Why? Because this is what FinToch is. FinToch is all about lending and borrowing. Here they are. This is Certic. This is one of the top auditing companies within the DeFi space. Okay, they audit smart contracts. They audit to make sure that that particular company, how decentralized is it? Okay, how safe is it? Right, because anything that's built on the blockchain automatically is safer than anything we're used to, because on the blockchain, when it is written, it is a ledger that's written for life. You cannot remove it, you can't take it, you can't change it. So when you have a company that writes its code on the blockchain, that means that when that smart contract is written, it's written and it can't be altered or changed. So the only thing that you can do kind of is try to enhance it or build a project to nurture it or benefit it itself, but you cannot change what has been written. So that being said, here comes FinToch with a technology of lending and borrowing. So I'm bringing up the banks for a reason. I'm bringing up some of that functionality because FinToch is all about lending and borrowing. Here's their Skynet trust score, guys, of 87%. Project is relatively decentralized. Trust score is in the top quartile amongst all projects. FinToch is in the top 25% of all Skynet projects, guys. It is built on a blockchain and is doing extremely well. But why? What makes FinToch different? They built the hybrid technology, guys. The hybrid technology, I'm still letting folks in. In 2021, the FinToch team has developed an exclusive hybrid security technology that combines multi-signature technology that requires two of the three parties. Now, hybrid one was the borrower, the platform, and the supervisory node all had to sign and authorize the transfer of funds. Because what is FinToch? FinToch is has built a process on the blockchain that as investors invest funds, the borrower can borrow funds, and it has a hybrid system it's more of a check and balances to make sure that no private collusion between the borrower and the supervisory node, reducing the risk of funds theft to near zero and perfectly solving the DeFi transaction pain point. So they along with it being an awesome program built on the blockchain, they also put additional security features in place. Here it is on Yahoo. FinToch is recognized hybrid 2.0 technology upgrade brings new changes to the DeFi market. So what they did was, instead of now having with the multiple signatures, it's not the platform, one node and the borrower. Now it's two nodes, right? They have a list of 100 nodes, and they're from all different parts of the world, different, these are different companies or whatever. They don't know each other or anything like that, but their function is whenever a loan needs to be done, two nodes are checking off, saying that this loan is okay, as well as the borrower signature as well too. So that prevents any type of collusion or anything like that from happening. So again, when we talk about banks, and just a little scenario to understand that banks at one point in time used to be able to do signature loans. Well, in signature loans, they pretty much could dictate who could get that loan and who couldn't. And if you guys have dealt with banks as long as I have, if not longer, y'all understand how that system works. So the credit system was put in place, obviously, to stop a lot of that nonsense. But when it comes to crypto, it is so important for a company to have developed something like this because it takes the nonsense out. It's built on the blockchain. They have the hybrid technology, which add extra layers to protect who? Us, right? So now we're going to talk about how is the hybrid and how is it well, what does that mean for us, right? If we invest our funds in a project, we want to know how can we get our funds back, how much we're going to make, when is it coming? We want to know all those intangibles before, because we're getting smarter in this space. Those of us who've been in this crypto space, we are getting wiser and smarter. The DeFi space is one of the best spaces, if not the best space to come in when it comes to crypto, because it's written on the blockchain. It can't be altered. People can't run with your funds. So let's talk about this technology. Here we have the borrower request for loan, right? They have, if they, let's say the borrower borrows $10,000, they got a 7-day contract that they have to, that's on the table. They got to pay 2% a day interest. On a 1-day contract, they got to pay 2.5. Now, if they borrow $10,000, what has been built in here, right? In a smart contract, the borrower has to deposit 50% of the loan up front. Now, I want y'all to see this, that you're borrowing $10,000, but in order for me to borrow $10,000, I've got to put up $5,000. $5,000 is held within this smart contract. So for the contract to pay out $10,000 to the borrower. So in essence, they're getting $5,000. Now, the multi-signature loan contract, you got your two signatures, right? The hybrid two, you got the two nodes plus the borrower. So they sign off on the contract. Now here we are, the lender. Okay, when we invest our funds, whether that's we can come in as low as $100, or we can come in as an unlimited amount. We're going to get paid 1% a day on our capital. Right, 1% a day on our capital. Now, as the next day, we're going to earn 1%. It pays out every day. You will have access to those funds every day. Okay. Now, while the capital is in a 7-day contract, once that 7 days is up, then you could have access to that, or you could leave the auto compound feature on, and you're going to earn 1.5% on your ROI if you continue to let that go. So you got 1% on your capital that's being earned and 1.5% on your ROI combined. We're going to talk about the numbers in a minute of what that looks like. So, but what happens is your funds are actually being once you decide to invest, then the borrower will have access to borrow those funds for 7 days. So that's kind of how this mesh happens. But check it out. Why would anyone want to, the borrower want to borrow funds and only receive, you having to put that money in? Why would they do that? It doesn't matter. As long as it protects our interest as the lender, I absolutely love it. And why would anyone do this? Because these folks are trading. These are traders. the people who are borrowing this money, they're not going to Vegas. They're not going shopping. They're going to Pancake Swap, Uniswap, and they are trading this like day traders. These are folks who know what's going on. They got their margins. They got all of that figured out. So they're constantly making profit. Now what happens though is obviously, when it comes to lending and borrowing, not everybody wins. And sometimes people lose. But check out what the smart contract does. Let's go through this. The borrower borrows 10,000 USDT. They're going to pay 5,000 up in a deposit, right? So they're really just working with 5,000. Okay, they're trading in the DEX or Pancake Swap. Okay, now the smart contract is monitoring this whole ordeal. Is monitoring the trades that they're doing. If the individual it loses 70% of the deposit, right? So there's 3,500. So they've got 1,500 left. The smart contract will automatically call it a loss and cancel or deem it as a loss. Take that 15,000 or 15,000, and then I'm sorry, what did I say? 10,000? No, that would be 1,500, and put back with the deposit 50% put back with what was originally put back, which is 5,000 that was put up originally. They would put the 1,500 with that, right? So now it's at 6,500. Now the borrower is constantly having to pay that back, right? They're going to have to pay the rest of that money back because obviously that those funds were lost. Now, does that matter to you at all? No, because the initial deposit of 50% is constantly paying you that 1% a day. And 7 days, you don't care what happens with as far as that the smart contract is going to deal with the person that borrowed the funds. As long as you're getting paid your 1%, and what ensures you get paid your 1%, that 50% that was taken initially, and also that extra 30%, it's going to ensure that you're getting your funds. Now, when you hit auto compound on, and after 7 days, it's going to find another lender or another borrower is going to borrow that money again, and your funds are right back being used again. So that part doesn't matter. But this right here is exciting, guys. They have to deposit 50% up front to ensure that we're protected. Now, you got to be excited about that. What I want to do now, guys, is we're going to talk about these numbers. Everybody likes the numbers, right? I usually get excited with the numbers, but as I see things play out, this is real. A lot of times, people overpromise and underdeliver, and they're here today, gone tomorrow. When you're dealing with lending and borrowing, there are banks. There are banks that will probably be here. Was here when I was born. It will be here when I die off. They just it's just the way that this works. There's always going to be lenders and borrowers. That's why I absolutely love FinToch. So let's talk about this compound interest projection. The auto reinvest feature will auto reinvest your capital every 7 days until you turn it off. You will receive 1% of your capital per day in ROI, plus your profits ROI are compounded at 1.5% a day until they equal the value of your capital. It's very important to understand. You're going to receive 1% of your capital per day in ROI, plus your profits ROI are compounded at 1.5% a day until they equal the value of your capital. At that point, you will no longer receive the 1.5 on your ROI, but you will continue to receive 1% a day. Okay, this occurs every 63 days or so. And at that point, you will manually withdraw and reinvest your profits plus capital into a new contract and rinse and repeat every 2 months. So you're basically made whole every 2 months. Okay, so let's say you came in with $1,000, right? You're going to earn $10 a day, $360 for the month. All right, and $1,000 in 2 months. Now, how is that possible? How is $10 going to go to $360 in a month? Well, because you got that auto compound feature on, or your ROI is being put in and compounded. So that's what's happening. So that's being put with your capital. So you're making more. So that's why you're doubling every 2 months. You're doubling, or you're so from 1,000 now you're made whole. So now you're at 2,000. If you continue to let it go, in 8 months, you're at 8,000. And then in a year, you're at 64,000. So $1,000 can earn 64,000 in 1 year. Okay. Let's look at 5,000. 5,000, you're making $50 a day. 1,800 for the month, 5,000 every 2 months, 40,000 in 6 months, and 320,000 in a year. Okay. We'll go to 100,000. 1,000 a day, 36,000 in a month, 100,000 in 2 months, 800,000 in 8 months, 6.4 million in a year. And it doesn't matter whether you start with $100 or you start with $10,000. Everyone has the ability to earn any of these numbers. All you need is time. You don't have, you can come in with $100 and you can continue to add to it to build up to those numbers. If you know in a year's time, 6,400, you will have $6,400. Then if you look down where 6,000 is, and down here, you can turn that 6,000 in 2 months, and now you're at $384,000. Guys, your debt's paid. Everything is. I mean, you buy some rental property. Hey, $20,000. You can put that on a conventional loan and go start buying your rental property. But use these as a tool to benefit you guys. Now, there is a 5% deduction on every withdrawal. And to be honest, that's the only fee. Everything that you invest goes to the borrower. It doesn't even go to FinToch. It's amazing what they have done, what they've built here, guys. So, and keeping it moving, let me just reiterate this. This part here was strictly from a passive standpoint. You hadn't brought anyone in. This is strictly just you investing your hard-earned funds, and these funds will be paid out from the first day. Saying one day, it's going to be paid out the next day. $1,000, you will have $10 in your account the next day. You will also be able to withdraw those funds back to your other wallet. You can if you know a little bit about crypto, you can send those funds to a debit card or sell it. It depends on if you have I'm just going to use Coinbase, Crypto.com, or one of those, or you can cash it out, sell it, cash it out, and put it in your bank. It is just that simple, guys. So I just want to reiterate, these funds are made available to you. They will pay out the following day. So it's depending on what time you come in, they will be available in 24 hours. If you once your investment is under a 7-day contract, you want to leave those funds in there for 7 days. If you need access to your capital, cut the auto compound feature off. So after that 7 days, then your funds will be available to you. But this is a tool to benefit and help you along the way, guys. Awesome. Now we're going to talk about what it means if you decide to share it with people. FinToch has a referral program. It's just 2 levels. It's not this is not their main feature. So it's a first level, you're earning 15%. From the individual that you brought in. A second level, you're earning 10%. Those are people that they brought in. And basically, if someone comes with $100, the individual is going to earn 1%. And then you're going to earn 15% of that $100, which is $15. Oh, I'm sorry, if they came in with 10,000, okay, they earn $100. If the second level person came in with 10,000, they would earn 1%, which is $100. You would earn $10. Okay, so how that part works. Now, if you decide to share and you are builders, if you will, this part here is again, it's another one of those parts where I just get extremely excited, especially if you are a team that builds together. So the GM is the first requirement, or excuse me, the first qualification. To become a GM, you need 5 direct referrals. Okay, that's a team volume, investment volume amount of 50,000. Okay, on average, you'd earn 100 USDT. The individual, the GM would. The next level is VP. To make VP, you need 2 GMs from different lines. Okay, team investment 150,000. Oh, by the way, let me go back to this GM. It doesn't matter the way this is set up. It doesn't matter where the 50,000 comes from. Let's say if one person came in with 50 and the rest of the 5 or all the people in your downline put in $100. That part doesn't matter where it comes from. You don't have to stage it, okay, in a left, right, this or that. 5 across, and team volume collectively at 50,000 will earn you the GM. And everyone who builds need to strive to hit this as soon as possible. That's relatively easy, guys. VP, 2 GMs from different lines, 150. Okay, now this part here, this kind of sets the tone of everything else. 150,000 times 1% equals 1,500. Okay, times 30%. Now this word is tricky. Minus 2 GMs. So the 2 GM pay is going to come from the VP pay. So in essence, you're going to pay. It's going to pay out your GMs, and then you're going to earn in between 150 to 300 USDT per day from the team. Okay, moving forward, senior VP, same type of situation. You need 2 VPs from different lines. Total team investment from volume of 500,000, $600 or $1,500 per day at that point. And remember, your VPs are being paid out from your funds as well. Executive director, 2 senior VPs from different lines. Team investment, $2 million, 1,500 to 5,000 USDT per day. That is paid out, guys. And then MD, we like to call that millionaire director. That's 2 executive directors from different lines. Team investment, $6 million, $13,000 to $30,000 a day. And there are people that have passed this. When you're in the business of lending and borrowing, then you're in the business of making money. So if money, or in this case crypto, is always being made and accessible, it's real easy to hit all these ranks. And lastly, this is additional incentive. And it's very important to know, if in your downline, if you have people on the same level, the daily incentive is 20% of the downline income. You will receive 20% of the 100, which is $20. Your GM will receive the 100. Now, if the downline is higher than you, they reach a level that's higher than you, then you have 7 days to catch up. After that, there'll be no more incentive, okay, from that line. So it's very important to know when you come in. Like, I have a gentleman that every time he's one of my good friends, every time he comes in, I know he's on my heels. So I've got to stay ahead of him, which is awesome to have, you know. But we all work as a team within this thing. So the other thing here, special global incentive for the MD level, the millionaire level. The MD level that has another MD downline, you earn a share in a company pool, which is 10% of the company profit, guys. Again, I can't tell you enough about how awesome this opportunity is, lending and borrowing, being our own bank, being a part of a bank on this side of it. And so for the sake of time, to keep it moving, I'm going to make Miss Jenny the host. Thank you guys for taking time and hearing me out. We're going to let Jenny do her portion, and then we're going to open it up for questions, guys. So Jenny, I am making you the host now, and you got it.
Thank you, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's my turn, right? So much numbers, so many possibility, but I don't know if anyone feel it yet. Probably not. But before I started, Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yes, you can see my screen. Okay, Chris was talking about ED, MD, right? I just want to continue that conversation before we get into the real wallet. I want to show you one of the wallet that start from this one. So this is an ED wallet. If you can see, ED wallet. In that compensation plan, it shows daily about 5,000. Do you remember? About 5,000 daily. This is an ED wallet. You see how much is a daily? 15,000, almost 16,000 a day when you reach ED. And how long? This wallet about 8 to 9 months to reach this ED level. Okay, to reach this ED level. And for this wallet total to make about 92,000, here's is on the top. Okay, that's on the top. This is an ED rank. Yes, everyone is different. Okay, if this number doesn't get you excited, let's look at the next one. Okay, here. This one. This is a Chinese leader. I received it 2 weeks ago. Look at this wallet. We're going to get into the wallet quickly. Now, here is the daily income. Look at this number. How much is that? Almost 25,000 a day. For how long? Okay, how long? Here, 201 days. 201 days. How much this wallet been earning so far? Over 900,000. How much the investment? 100 USDT. Okay, this is a leader in Chinese, I would say in Hong Kong, you achieved that in 201 days with over 900,000 total income daily, now reach about 25,000. Okay, 25,000. And that's how exciting all these people are. But I'm going to share before everyone falls asleep and see, because the people make such good income as your own bank. So everyone gets so excited. So I need to share with you guys about this video because it pumps me up every morning. When I wake up, I have to see this video myself. Oh, no, hold on, not this one. That's another one. Whoop, 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 whoop. This one. These other people make thousands or tens of thousands a day. Okay, this lady probably made 50,000 a day. You can see the energy. And they have event host every month in Asia. Currently, they have an event happening in Dubai, and then going back to Japan and to Singapore to launch their own blockchain. That's Fintoch.
Jenny, we've lost the sound.
Jenny, was there supposed to be sound there? Looks like we lost Jenny.
Yeah, she's still the host, so
Yeah.
Jenny,
Yes.
we can't hear your video. We can't sound. There's no sound to it.
There's no sound?
No.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, the sound was on, but then it stopped. And
Oh, okay, hold on. I forgot about, I was so enjoying myself. That sound is very, very important.
Yes, it's good. It's good.
It just pump me up every morning when I watch it.
Very, very happy to be here today. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for sharing this glorious occasion with me. Thank you.
Okay. I hope that give everyone here a little bit of inspiration that we can all do it, because all these people that achieve certain rank in order to be there, and also, of course, the wealth, they achieve their goal to be there and make a lot of money. And hopefully we can do that too, since we start a little bit later, but it doesn't matter. The compensation plan, Chris just shared with you guys, there's a way that you can outrank everyone, even they come in early. If you put your heart and soul into it, you can achieve that goal. Okay, now I'm going to go into the app to show you, okay, how do we get started? How do we get started? Now, I want to recap really, really quick with the one here. Can you see my screen? Yes?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. I just want to recap really quick about what Chris, the whole presentation about what is FinTouch about. So FinTouch is a blockchain financial platform. It provides services such as crypto. Okay, it's all about crypto. There's no fiat currency involved in this platform here. It's all about cryptocurrency. We provide cryptocurrency here in this platform for liquidity. Now, there's a crypto lending, borrowing, and investment. We provide crypto only. I want to emphasize that. That is very, very important, because people ask, okay, what is the US dollars or different currency? How do I deposit directly to this wallet? No, you have to exchange your fiat currency to crypto in order to get involved or join this platform here. So this is a peer-to-peer crypto lending, borrowing, and investment. Once you have a crypto, you can decide all different coins here. I'm going to show a little bit later in the detail. So you can provide liquidity between 3 different blockchains here. Limit to the 3. The BSC chain is a Binance Smart Chain, or Tron, or Ethereum chain. All these 3 different networks, you can provide liquidity to the decentralized exchange to earn 1% a day. 1% a day here. I want to repeat that again. So once you provide the liquidity, just like bank right now, this FinTouch, they build the DeFi bank on the decentralized wallet for us to earn, okay, to earn this 1% a day. Hold on, it shows up in here. Can you still see my screen?
Yes.
We keep pumping up. Okay. So 1% a day, when you provide liquidity to this pool, up to 1.5% a day if you leave your profit in the pool, okay, in your profit pool. Every 7 days is a cycle. Every 7 days is a lending cycle. So people ask, okay, how soon can I get my capital back? So you are able to get your capital back for 7 days if you wanted to decide only lend it for 7 days. So every 7 days is a cycle, lending cycle. But you do have an option for auto reinvest. If you want to turn on the auto reinvest button, your capital can continue lend it to the pool, the lending pool, to earn profit every day. If you don't withdraw that profit, according to the math that Chris just showed you guys, that 63 days, you are able to earn about 100% of the profit. What does that mean? Means that it's going to double your crypto if you don't withdraw within the 63 days. Okay, that's the math in there. Now, when it comes to the profit, you are able to withdraw anytime, as long as you have a profit in the profit pool. And each time when you withdraw, there's a 5% of the withdrawal fee. When you withdraw your capital, there's no fee on your capital withdrawal. Okay, one more time. When you withdraw capital, no withdrawal fee. Lock for 7 days. You can continue to reinvest if you choose so. When you withdraw the profit, 5% withdrawal fee. You can withdraw anytime, anytime. Okay, that's a quick recap. Now, I want to come back to the real wallet here. I'll show the real wallet. So how do you get started? How do you get started? The first step, when people send you the link, okay, the link, invitation link, the first step, you wanted to download the app. When you receive that invitation link, you're going to see 2 parts of that. That link, I want to show really quick here. When you have a wallet, once you set up a wallet, everyone can download the wallet. Everyone can download this app from the official website, which is fintoch.com. Please, okay, please do not go to Google and try to search for FinTouch app to download from anywhere else, because you could get tricked by the scammer. There are some fake app out there. There are also some outdated app out there. If you don't pay attention, you might download the wrong app and you might get scammed. So make sure you download directly from the official website, or the people who sent you the link. People already in FinTouch, they sent you this directly link. This is the link. Once you receive it, you open it. When I copy, go to the browser. So when you receive the link, it's going to look exactly like this when you click on open. So the first step, remember the first step, don't do anything. Just download the app first. Okay, don't create ID, just download the app. Because sometimes when you come to download the app, it could be a little bit challenge because everyone's phone setting a little bit different. It might take some time. It might go through very smoothly, but download the app first. And then you come back to this link. Okay, come back to this link to create the wallet ID. However, if you are in the United States, it requires VPN, okay? VPN to generate this wallet ID. And how do you do that? If you have VPN, you can subscribe for free, that you can just use it for that second, or you can subscribe directly to the VPN, but you gotta pay. Okay, monthly or yearly. So right now I'm gonna collect my VPN and come here. Once you connect your VPN, you are able to generate the ID. You see right now, generate ID. So this is a plus sign here. That means copy. So now this is a new ID. Okay, your new ID, you can click on copy and come back to your FinTouch wallet to create your wallet. But that step, we're gonna do the separate training to set up that. Right now, I just want to show a little bit about what is this app, how does that do, how does the lending and borrowing function at this point. Now, once you create a wallet here, that's the wallet. It's a decentralized wallet. It looks pretty much just like Trust wallet, except this wallet has more function than the Trust wallet. Okay, this is a decentralized wallet. So you can deposit. So when you start, how do you start? How do you start? There are 3 different networks we just mentioned. First one, the BNB, which is the BSC chain. For that BSC chain, it requires utility coin, okay, utility coin before you do any transaction. That means that you need to buy a little bit of BNB from the exchange, okay, from the exchange. Then deposit in here. How do you deposit? You click on BNB and that's BNB, that's receive. What is receive means? If you wanted to send it to here, that's the receive, that's the address. So you want to copy the address and go to your exchange to put in that address when you do the withdrawal to send the BNB here. Okay, that's a utility token. You need to have that before you do any transaction. If you decided you wanted to deposit and offer the liquidity for the BSC chain, and the same concept apply to Tron network. If you wanted to offer the Tron, okay, Tron network token, you need to have TRX. Okay, TRX is for Tron network. This is a utility token. And the next one is Ethereum. Okay, if you want to offer Ethereum network token, make sure you prepare some of this Ethereum. Ethereum is more expensive when it comes to utility coin. So you might want to prepare a little bit more when it comes to that. Okay, now, once you have all this token ready, you can deposit either stable coin or any other coin. I can show you whatever is offered here in the lending pool. Now let's come back here. Okay. Now this is the BSC chain. So I'm going to quickly show you what is a BSC chain that offer all these different coins here. You can see all these different coins. You can offer liquidity and earn 1% a day up to 1.5%. Now come back here. This is the Tron. If you follow this circle here, you can see that's the Tron network. And that's the token, the coin that you can offer the liquidity. Okay, liquidity to this pool to earn 1% a day. Now this is Ethereum. So when you click on Ethereum, you click on this little button here, little arrow here, you can find all these different coins that they offer for liquidity pool, for the trading. Now, I remember Chris has a question about, okay, so who are those people borrow? Okay, borrow those coins, the day trader, they trade crypto. Now, where do you find those people? There's a demand for that. If you want to see the demand here, this is optional, but when you click on it, those are the requests, okay? The borrower requests from this platform. They request to borrow all these different coins. You can see the Filecoin, Ethereum, BNB, Filecoin, Dogecoin, BNB. You can see all this, all the demand on the platform here. They wanted to borrow. So this platform is all about demand and supply. There's a demand here. We have the opportunity to supply the liquidity to earn this profit 1%, up to 1.5% a day, just like the bank do, right? All the banks doing the same business, offer liquidity, offer not cryptocurrency, fiat currency to the startup company, to the business, to the borrower to buy houses, to buy cars, right? So this is what we do as a DeFi bank. They offer the bank, just like a bank, for us to earn this profit. Now, after you earn the profit, how do you withdraw? How soon can you withdraw? Here, this is the profit. You click on the profit, you can see this aggregation pool, okay, your lending aggregation pool is where you're going to find your profit. Here is a total profit that you are able to withdraw once you click on withdraw button, and it goes to your wallet, the wallet I just showed you the first time. That's the decentralized wallet. Once you click on withdraw, you just have to pay 5% of the withdrawal fee, and it goes to your wallet after 10 seconds when you process the confirmation. It's that simple. Okay, very simple. That's the wallet you're going to receive. Now, when it comes to the capital, let's go back to the capital side here. This is a lending. When you have a capital, you wanted to lend it to this contract here, right? Now, look at this contract here. If I click on it, you can see every transaction, every borrowing and lending, there's a contract generate. So your crypto stay in your wallet. There's no company, Fintoch platform or developer, they don't hold your crypto. Your crypto stay in your wallet until you lend it to the smart contract and monitor, validate by 100 nodes around the world to confirm the transition. It is a multi-signature transition. So no one is holding our crypto here except on a smart contract. And the smart contract work is once it meet the condition, it execute itself. For example, how do you execute? Either the 7-day cycle is up, it execute itself and give you the capital back or give you the profit every single day. Or the trader lost the trade, hit the stop loss, and that contract end liquidates. And then now the capital back to your pool again. So we got paid either way. Okay, we got paid either way. Now, so this is once you, okay, let's come back to here. Need to mention this again. If you do not want to continue the lending, each contract, there's an option here. Okay, there's a button, auto reinvest button. You can turn that off. Right now, this is on, auto reinvest, open. If you turn that off, once you reach the next 7-day cycle, it stop. Okay, it stop. Then that capital will become available in here, your profit under this lending aggregation pool on the top here. Okay, this is your capital. Once your 7 days is up or you turn off the auto reinvest function, you reach the 7-day cycle, your capital will become available here in this section, and you are able to either you reinvest or you redeem, means that you withdraw. And in this section, you don't have to pay the withdrawal fee. But here in the profit side, there's a 5%, okay, 5% of fee you need to pay before you can withdraw. And that withdraw crypto goes to your wallet After 10 seconds, it's going to show up here in this wallet. And then you can withdraw this to your exchange and sell it back to fiat currency and back to your bank. That's how easy this platform is. But yes, during the transition, you still need to learn a little bit about different chain when you do the transition. But pretty much when we do the wallet training, we'll continue to the detail for that section. But this is pretty much how you deposit your coin, select coin, and decide which token you wanted to deposit for your utility token and lend it to the lending platform here. And you can earn your profit every single day. Any question?
Hi, Jenny.
Yes.
Madam Ambassador Wilhelmina, when I get to the 63-day mark, just say I let all my earnings continue up until my day 63, must I withdraw it to reinvest it?
Okay, so there's a rule. Okay, there's a rule for this auto compound. Now, if you look at this account here, this is the total personal investment. It could be several times as a total. Okay, there's 11,100 here. Now, your profit here in the aggregation pool, if I open it here, that's the rule here. Once you accumulate here in this pool, it generates, if you don't withdraw, it generates 1.5% compound interest. But is it forever? No, it's not. So once, that's the rule, that's how you code it. Once you reach 100%, okay, once you reach 100% of your personal total investment account, the amount, how much is that? For this account is 10,000, 1,100. Once you reach that amount, the compound stop. You continue to receive 1% a day from your capital, but you would not generate compound anymore. So it doesn't make sense for you to continue to leave it there. That's why, that's the time you need to withdraw. Either you withdraw and come back, another contract, another lending contract, enter another lending contract, and doing the same thing with this auto reinvest again to generate a profit for the compound.
Okay, will I be charged the 5% at that point?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Each time when you withdraw here, okay, here, that's a 5%. Doesn't matter how much, it's always 5%. The minimum is 1 USDT, but you know the fee, the minimum for the withdrawal fee also 1 USDT. So it doesn't make sense for you just withdraw 1 USDT, right?
Okay. Thank you.
That's somewhere, yeah, thank you. That's somewhere you wanted to pay attention. Once you reach your personal investment, means that double, right? 100% means the double of your initial amount. You wanted to take an action, withdraw, or you can always, you know, before you reach that, you can always, either there are two options. Either you invest more into the lending contract, right? You invest more on this amount to increase this amount. And now you have more option to increase, means not right now you have more money here to generate 1.5%. Or you can withdraw, right? Pay 5% of the withdrawal fee and come back to the pool and to reinvest, put into the lending again. So that's two options you can do. Or you can withdraw and spend it. That's another option. Okay, but if you wanted to build the wealth, this is the best way to build the wealth here, because we have a full control of our wallet. It's just a full custody. We call self-custody wallet we have, right? And a lot of loan, this is just all about loan, just like the traditional business we call flash loan. There's so many people borrow quick money to do the trading here, similar like the traditional bank. And that's why we have this opportunity. And what this FinTouch provide is just like in our crypto industry, we say, if it's not your key, it's not your crypto, right? Here, when we create this wallet, they give us the 12 recovery phases, which is the key to your $1 million wallet kingdom. And that's the key. You can take that key, go to any of the decentralized wallet and retrieve it and import your wallet from there. So this is the true decentralized can do. Any other project that we might involve before, if you have to go through login and get a verification or get an email or get a withdrawal approval, those are all centralized because it's controlled by a company approval or company, their website to control your entry, your access. But here, a decentralized platform, as long as you have that 12 recovery words, you can take that key and go any of those decentralized wallet, you can retrieve, you can interact with this platform to do the lending and borrowing because it's a peer-to-peer. They're all run on a smart contract. It's a technology driven. So that's why right now we don't need a bank, as an intermediary to function for us. We can run through this, we call app, right? But it's a DeFi bank for us. Now I see someone has a question.
Yeah, this is Penelope. When I enrolled, Daniel assisted me so that I have one master position, so to speak. And then underneath that one position, I enrolled on the right side, I enrolled the left side. So those two positions that I also enrolled, does that count towards my 5?
Yes.
Okay, so
yeah.
So then I have to create at least 3 other positions underneath my master, and that could be myself, that could be a passive earner.
Correct.
I want to support the people in the 2 legs so that I can reach that 50,000 and help them to reach the 50,000 and so on and so forth.
Right, that's just part of a strategy according to the compensation plan, because each rank it requires 2 of the rank in order for you to rank. But that is not for everyone, right? It's just for passive, they can just create just one account and continue to build their passive income. So the question you mentioned, that's for the builder wanting to build a community to help the whole ecosystem to grow, then we can have a strategy for that. But I don't know if we discuss this in on this Zoom here. Well, that would be for Chris to answer the question.
Yeah, we probably want to
that would be a different section for that, right?
Yes.
Right.
Okay,
so besides that, any other question?
Yes, I have a second question. Up to the top in the banner, it speaks about the FTC public chain supernodes. I know you didn't talk about it tonight. Is that something you can speak on?
Yeah, for the FTH is the utility, and not utility, equity. Okay, their equity token, because they are coming out with their own blockchain right now, like on June. So that blockchain right now, they give us the opportunity to earn that token, and that token for every 100 USDT value wise, okay, 100 USDT value wise, you earn on this platform, they give you $1 USDT value of that FTH coin that you can use that quota to purchase.
No, that wasn't really my question. Up to the top, you know how they have the different messages scrolling?
Oh, you mean the homepage?
Scrolling, yeah, right
Yes.
up there. And it speaks about the FTC public chain.
Yeah, FTC. Okay, one is FTH. That's their blockchain, is an equal equity coin. Now, FTC is their decentralized exchange. That's a utility token. They are coming out.
Right there, that banner.
Yes, let me show you. Hold on. If you wanted to see it. Oh, I'm gonna do this. Now I'm gonna move that. You can see that here because the FTC is considered there. Can you see that? So this is their chain here. It's called FinSwap. And that FinSwap, the FTC is the utility token of the FinSwap that they are coming out in June.
Okay.
Okay, so there are two different tokens. One is the internal ecosystem equity token, FTH. And the other one is the utility token that they're going to use for their own exchange, decentralized exchange that is coming also on June, that they're going to launch both. Our own blockchain, but also our own decentralized exchange. Right now we are trading, all the traders, they borrow the fund here, the crypto here, they trade on those three decentralized exchange, like PancakeSwap and SunSwap and UnitSwap. Those are the three decentralized exchange that they authorize to exchange. So a lot of fee involved. Right now, if we come up with our own exchange, all this fee goes to FinTouch platform, the whole ecosystem. And that's where their end goal is. They're going to make money from there. For this peer-to-peer, the way they design for even the compensation plan, they're all coded in the whole smart contract. And the only place that they actually make profit is from the 5%, the withdrawal fee that goes to development team, their wallet. And the rest of it is all sustainable themselves, the whole ecosystem. But of course, the wallet itself, they are going to make a lot of profit from provide the liquidity, right? But also provide the ecosystem to do all kind of, we call cross-chain exchange. So that's their own chain they are coming out on June.
Right, but was that the answer for the super nodes?
No, super node that already passed the opportunity. That's last year when they just started. They have a super node, just like the 100 node around the world that they have to purchase that position in order to be a validator for that node position. So right now that already passed. Because this whole platform started from last year, June, yes.
Hey, I just want this to see, I just want to add, if you click on the supervisory node tab there at the top, this is the list of supervisory nodes that there's 100 of them from all over the world, and they're the ones that validate the contract where you need the 2 signatures.
Right.
Yeah, just wanted to add that. I know you were talking about the FTC coin, but just wanted to show that part.
Right. Yes. Perfect. So all the transition, you can see everything here, all real time. Okay, this is all real time. You can see right now how many of this wallet being generated. How many? 46 million, right? Million of the wallet being generated. And every day, this is 24 hours. Since we start the Zoom since last week, this has been like increased every single day. Over 500,000 now. Every single day, 500,000. And this is how fast. It's all real time. You can see this number. So they expand very quickly. So the FTC you were talking about is here. You see the FTC? So this is going to be their utility coin when they come to their own FinSwap. That's the coin we're going to also have in our wallet when they do the swap. Okay, so we can receive profit from that as well. So pretty much that's simple. Just deposit the crypto that you choose and lend it to the platform, and you're going to earn 1% a day up to 1.5%. If you decide to leave it there, like this account I have, I just leave it there. I don't withdraw, just continue to accumulate. And you can see this compound interest. You see the compound interest continue to generate interest in here is a compound. And once you reach double, you can withdraw or withdraw and re-enter to the contract. That's a smart way to do, just like a saving account. but you provide a liquidity. And yes, you want to ask, okay, so all this coin, what do I do when I need US dollars? So we just withdraw to the exchange. Let's say Coinbase or Binance, anything that relate or connect to your bank. Or another option that I think maybe the next wallet training I'll show you, that what I do is, I fairly rarely send it to Coinbase, but I use MetaMask wallet, is also a decentralized wallet, right? And I use this payment gateway. It's called Sprit. There, is it there, right? It's called Sprit. Then once you create account, where did it go? There. Oh no, okay. Because I have VPN on. That's why I need to disconnect that. Okay, so this VPN is very tricky. If you were in the United States, some of the platform you wouldn't be able to log in if you're on a VPN. I think we'll show this next time when the wallet training, if some of you wanted to understand how do I convert back to US dollars, and this is alternative way to do that. You can send through here. Okay, I probably have to re-enter the permission, right?
Yeah, Jenny.
We'll do that next time.
Yeah, I think we need to schedule that with our training, because I know a lot of us would be very interested in that.
Yes.
Everybody has their own methods and means of getting crypto back to themselves, but
correct.
I think we're all open for other options.
Right.
We're past the hour, guys. It's 15 after. You know, are there any other questions? Quinn, this is your Zoom meeting. Do you have any other thoughts or questions that you might want to ask?
I have a question.
Okay.
In the chat, there was a question asking about sending Bitcoin from Cash App, and the response was no, it cannot be sent.
Yeah.
Can you further clarify that? Just expand a little bit.
Yeah, this decentralized wallet, you can store your Bitcoin, but there's no option for lending Bitcoin. Okay, under this lending here, there's no option for Bitcoin.
Oh, so then that means I would have to go to Kraken or Coinbase or
Crypto.com. Correct.
To get the coins and not Bitcoin. Anything else?
Not Bitcoin. Yes. This here is just for you to store your Bitcoin if you wanted to have all your crypto in one place.
Okay, so it can be stored, but it cannot be used as a lending.
Yeah, there's no option for the Bitcoin blockchain. No, 1% a day, that's a little crazy. Right? That's a lot of money if you offer 1% a day for Bitcoin.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any more questions?
I have a question or a comment.
Okay.
Regarding Dr. Wilhelmina's question about the supernodes, there are subscriptions still available for shares of a node. It's the phase 3 portion of the supernode that's in the back. If you go back there to where you click on that banner that she spoke of and you go to subscription rules,
right?
It tells you, but if you scroll down, there are 3 more nodes that have to be filled up to the $4 million level. And we have the opportunity to get a share of those nodes that mine those FTC coins before they
started.
Right.
But yeah, if you wanted to do that, I guess you can do that to look for the opportunity for the FTC supernode position. Because last time when I see it, the time already passed. I didn't go back to look at it, but today we focus on the lending, because I know if you want it to be a supernode, you need to provide a lot of, it's just like investment. There's a certain amount required.
Right, it was 10% of the 4 million or so, but then after that, the last 90% is where we can go in and buy shares just as we are lending the minimum of $100.
Like collectively, right?
Yes.
With the people there. Yeah. Last time they opened a position to do that. But today we just focus on the lending part because otherwise get into a little bit more complicated. You know, if you involve the FTC, FTH, all this. So we can have a different topic about that part of the investment. So this is a, you know, peer-to-peer, and they are going to offer a lot of investment opportunity here, right? Not just the lending, but also other. Once the blockchain and the exchange coming out on June. But today we'll try to focus on just the lending. So otherwise a lot of information, but thank you for that.
Well, thank y'all for coming on and sharing this opportunity with us. We really appreciate it. I know for some of us, we kind of got down into some weeds that will need to be addressed, you know, during training, because some of us, this was their first time kind of seeing what's going on here. So we really appreciate the time that y'all took to come and share with us.
Thank you. So, Chris?
Yes, absolutely, guys. Again, thank you, Quentin. Thank you so much, Jenny, for sharing with us as well. Obviously, your strength and knowledge within this FinTOCH opportunity. Again, thanks for taking time out, guys. Hopefully we got your questions answered best as possible. We will, I know that we have trainings on Sunday evenings, I believe at 5 p.m. Central, 6 Eastern, I think. If not, we'll get that clarified. We'd love to have you guys come join us. This is a very liquid opportunity for everyone. And again, that is it. So if there's not any more questions, guys, I think we're going to call it a day.
I actually do have one more question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you sometimes do Zooms on demand if somebody puts together a group of people and says, hey, is so-and-so available? I can put something in the WhatsApp group and just ask if somebody would be able to, you know, do a Zoom for my team?
So that actually tonight's Zoom was exactly that. Quentin is on my team, and this was actually supposed to be his Zoom and his folks that were coming in, but it kind of got leaked out. So, but again, we welcome everyone. But between myself, Uncle Les, Jenny, I'm sure, and I think there's others as well that present. I'm sure we can accommodate for sure. So we definitely want to give everybody the opportunity to grow their team and their base for sure.
All right, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Anyone else have any other questions before we close? We got any folks ready to get started? Anybody like what they see? That's not open-ended question. That's just we're saying.
Yeah, just download the app to get started, right? That's the first
Absolutely.
step. Download the app, start deposit, even just $100, you can see how the money grow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm getting ready to do my my second day proof of concept. I just started an account just to you know, the show. I'm a YouTuber, so I like to show some of the folks, you know, what exactly is going on. You know, we can get so skeptical of these opportunities, but like I said, when it's on the blockchain, when it's written, you know, when it's hard coded, you want to seize the moment for sure when it's like that. So I believe this is one of those opportunities. But again, thank everybody for coming out, guys, and we will see you guys at the next appointed time.
All right,
Thank you. Have a great night.
Yes,
Thank you so much. Thank you.
absolutely.